I bought these jeans in the women's department at the thrift store, but I have a feeling they're actually men's jeans. Either way, they're too wide in the waist and too long in the legs. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to fix that using a regular sewing machine. In this project, I'm going to resew this back seam. The original seam was sewn with a technique called flat felling, which is very durable, but my machine can't sew that many layers of thick denim, so I'm going to use a fake flat felled seam instead. So let's get started. First, remove the belt loop. This will make it easier to get the proper fit. Turn the jeans inside out and put them on. Pinch the waistband where you want the jeans to sit and pin it in place. Then continue to pin all the way to the crotch until you have the fit you want. If you point the pins down, it makes it a little easier to take the pants off without getting pricked. Mark where the pins are on the jeans, both sides, with a washable marker or chalk, and then remove the pins. Open the seams of the waistband on both sides of the center seam. Try snipping the thread and pulling on it, but if that doesn't work, you can use a seam ripper or whatever method you prefer. Then open the back seam as well. Make sure the horizontal seams are lined up, then repin the back seam and draw a sew line by connecting the pin markings. To make it easier to sew the seam, try placing one pant leg inside the other. Then sew the back seam. The transition to the original seam in the crotch area might be a little awkward, but it won't be noticeable when wearing the jeans. Trim the excess seam allowance to 5/8 of an inch. Zigzag the edges, then iron to one side. Next comes the top stitching. If the seam is very bulky, pound it with a mallet to flatten it. Top stitch close to the fold of the seam. Top stitch a second row 3/8 of an inch from the first for a flat felled look. It won't be exactly like the original seam, but after a few washes, it will pucker and look a lot more like the original. Cut the waistband and turn it inside out with the right sides of the fabric facing each other. Then pin together, making sure to align the wear lines across the top. And then sew. Trim the excess fabric and use your fingers to press the center seam open and the sides under. Then turn the waistband right side out and iron. Sew the waistband to the pants on the bottom, then top stitch along the top. Reattach the belt loop by sewing back and forth a few times. This is another area that can get very bulky, so you may want to pound the loop seams with a mallet before you sew them back on. I was going to hem these jeans, but then I decided I liked the frayed look, so I just secured the bottom with a zigzag stitch to make sure they don't unravel too far. And that's it. We're done. And here's the result. I think this is a pretty good example of the effect a little tailoring can have on a garment. It doesn't require a professional sewing machine, and it's pretty easy to do. So I hope this inspires you to try your own alterations to make your clothes fit better. Thanks for watching, and happy upcycling.